Hey everyone, Jonathan Trowan here. I want to talk to you today about confidence. Someone posted in this Facebook group that I'm in, it was a question. It asked, what's more important, skill or confidence? And my reply was that confidence is a skill. And one person pushed back on that, said confidence is not a skill, and I tried to find out more, but the person disappeared. But I am here to tell you, under no uncertain circumstances, that confidence is a skill. It is a skill, it can be practiced, and you can get better at it. I was not always a confident person. I was the exact opposite. I was what you would call completely unconfident. But to I began to just practice. I began practicing doing things that were really uncomfortable doing, that were scary, that part of me just yelled, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And for many years I didn't. I got that voice, don't do it, and I wouldn't do it. And then one day I just started doing some of them, not all of them. And to be honest, there's still things I don't do that I'm looking to do, that I'm looking to build that next level of confidence. So, it's like stairs going up. There's no final destination here. But you have to practice confidence. People think people are born confident. And yes, there probably are people that are born a little bit more confident than others, or through whatever upbringing they had as a child, at home and at school, more or less confidence was infused in them. But that's the same as some people were more gifted as piano players. But there are lots of people that learn to play piano really well. Some people were gifted more as basketball players. Right? Out of the gate, they played better. And others just really had to practice. And of course, those that were great had to practice too, right? It's all about the practice. Confidence is a skill that you practice. Now, here's the thing. You also have to be willing to be bad at something. If you're having difficulty writing and you want to be a writer, well, you have to be willing to write some bad stuff. Now, you don't need to show it to anybody, but you can. Just write a whole bunch of bad stuff, and eventually you'll get good at it. The good comes out because you've been practicing. If you want to make videos like this, do a lot of bad videos so that you can begin to make good ones. Man, if you would have seen some of the videos that I did years and years and years and years and years ago, decades ago, yeah, there's some crazy non-confident stuff going on. I remember when I first started interviewing bands, like way back in this was in the 90s when I was interviewing music artists. And man, I started out a terrible interviewer. I just wanted to meet the band, so I did it. But you know what? I got really good at it. Started doing it a lot. And so I applied that technique to other things I wanted to do. I was willing to be bad, and I practiced being bad so that I could get what I hope is good, and kept practicing. Maybe I got better. Maybe these videos are better. I don't know. That's up to you to decide. But whatever you decide, it's my choice whether I show up here or not. It's my choice whether to do something scary or not. I love the way David Bowie put it once. I always say this. I don't quote people correctly usually. So here's the idea that he spoke about. He spoke about going out into the water and going out just to the edge of that comfort place where your feet are just not really touching the bottom. He said, if you're grounded touching the bottom, if you're safe, you're working in the wrong place. But when you go out there and your feet are just barely touching the bottom, that's when creativity can explode out of you. That's when you're in the excitement zone. That's when you can do something new. So you have to work at that edge. You have to play at that edge. And that's where the confidence builds, because then you do it, you usually feel good about it after you did it. Even if it sucks, you're just happy that you did it. And you have to celebrate. You have to do that, even if it sucked. You have to celebrate. You have to celebrate yourself to help build your confidence, to practice the confidence. A part of that is celebration. Celebrating that you just did something. Now, if you did it well, you can celebrate that you did something and you like the result of it. But if you don't like the result of it, that's okay. Remember, you have to do a lot of bad things before you do the good things. So you have to celebrate that you showed up. Confidence is showing appreciation for yourself and your talents. And maybe it's just showing up. Maybe the outcome you wanted wasn't there, but you showed up. And if you beat yourself up that you didn't have the exact outcome you wanted, then you'll get more beating yourself up and you'll show up less. But if you celebrate just that you showed up, Seth Godin talks about this. He talks about shipping. Just ship it. If you celebrate yourself for shipping it, if you celebrate yourself for just showing up, then you build your confidence. And if you practice that, if you practice showing up, if you practice taking action at the edge of your comfort zone, then you can build your confidence. You can get better at confidence because confidence is a skill. All you need to do is practice. And then practice some more, and then practice some more. If this was helpful for you, please join us all in the self-love revolution. Practice kindness to yourself. Confidence is a part of that. Join us at the self-love revolution at selfloverevolution.com. If you have any questions, feel free, leave a message below. My email's out there. You can find me, email me, and I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much. Until next time, be well. I love you. Please love yourself.